Welcome to week 2 of the Minor Arcana. We are going to be continuing in the swords. We're going to be going through 4 to 6 of swords. So just a refresher, the swords, we're still talking about air and zodiac signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do want to preface that doesn't mean always that the person is this or the person relating to it is this. It could mean that they need to use some of the attributes and characteristics of these type of cards. It could also mean if you're looking for a reference date of some sort, it could be related to the time frame of these zodiac signs. Again, theme, thoughts, intellect, ideas, and conversations. So with the Four of Swords, if we look at the imagery, a man is laying down on an uncomfortable tomb bed looking thing. There's 3 swords hanging behind him, and then there's one beneath him. The general meaning of the Four of Swords is that it's time to rest. You're exhausted, you're worn out, you may be giving too much of yourself to a project. It highly recommends that you go to nature. So go outside, go for a walk, just spend time outside, even if that's just sitting by a window that's open, or looking outside, just going and being in nature. For the Four of Swords, when we're talking about a career, you may be worrying or too stressed about work. This could be a project or something going on at work. This could also be finding a job. Allow yourself to take a step back and allow the answers to come to you instead of going out and searching for them. Meditation can help to relieve the stress that's blocking that creative flow. When we're talking about a relationship, you need some me time. So step back, create some boundaries, no emotional loss if things need to end, and no emotional loss while you're setting boundaries. It's okay to progress in relationships. It could also mean that you're taking on too much again, so delegating some responsibilities to your partner. For singles, you needing to take some time again, needing to heal and withdraw, figure out how you are able to move forward. This is a good card if someone is needing to do a lot of inner work and inner healing. So the Five of Swords imagery. 2 men are retreating, their swords have fallen, and one man is standing forward holding 2 swords up and one down. The general meaning of this card is that there is conflict all around you. People are using their intellect, so their wit, as weapons. So common words that represent these people is people who gaslight or narcissism or narcissistic people. These people tend to carry very high egos, and arguments that are won on either side feel like really shallow victories. There's really no true winners when this drama is happening. It could feel like high school drama. When we're talking about your career, this means that there is a lot of hostileness in your work environment. Your current situation is just not good. Try avoiding conflict situations, topics, and areas. So, meaning that if if I don't do this, it could cause issues, or if I do this, it could cause issues. So, try to just mind your own steps and kind of fly under the radar. Topics, if you know certain things people don't like to talk about at work or just are not good workplace environment talks, don't just bring them up. Areas, if you know, hey, this general area are people that are mean to me, if you can avoid going to that area, just do that. The good reference to that would be if you're a teacher and it's your lunch break, and all of the mean teachers are in the lounge area, don't go in there. For relationships, Egos are in control of the relationship, so you may feel like your partner is maybe a little narcissistic or you're the narcissistic one. There's just a lot of egos in control of that relationship. Taking a step back and creating boundaries are going to be really important in that relationship, um, to make sure that it feels more balanced. Singles, you have had a past or about to attract a toxic relationship. You may be in a talking ship with someone that is considered toxic. So just be really mindful moving forward of the partners that you're choosing, how you're choosing them, and what your end goals are and how they're benefiting you and getting to those goals. Now for the Six of Swords. So the image is of a woman and a child covered up in a blanket on a boat. In the boat is a man standing rowing the boat. There is six swords sitting in front of the woman and child. So the general meaning of this is that you are finally moving away from chaos, moving to new opportunities. And it's going to be really important to remember to not take the past with you. You're literally pushing and moving forward. Um, when we are talking about the Six of Swords within career, you're moving away from that hostile and into a more calmer job. So this could be your current job, whatever struggles you were struggling with are calming down and you're able to move past these blockages. So if there was a conflict, you're going to be able to move past it. Either that person leaves or HR steps in or you have a sit down and you move past your barriers or you physically get a new job. Relationships, you will be finding more peace and moving from darker times. So if you've been struggling with something like that loss or that grief, or it's just been really busy in your relationship right now, you're going to be moving on from darker times within your relationship. This also can be a sign that if you're asking, should I leave my relationship? This can be a sign that leaving, you will be able to find more peace and get out of these dark times. Less chaos if you're single, you're experiencing it, your new relationship is coming soon, and it's going to be not hostile and calmer. All right, so we're going to practice now. So again, you're just going to be getting one card for this video practice, and you're going to pause the video, answer it, and then get back to it. You will be getting more cards in the situation practice outside of this video. So, the situation, a man comes to you and says, I am struggling with my health and don't know how to work through this next chapter. Okay, so we didn't talk about health. I want you to sit now and think about, with what you know of the Four of Swords, how could you relate it to health? It's time to rest. Stress might be worsening your symptoms. Get some quality you time. Go to nature for some relaxation and fresh air. A woman comes to you and says, I've been struggling at work. I feel like no one likes me. What could you say? Your work is a hostile environment. There is some narcissism and power-hungry coworkers. A woman comes to you and says, I just ended a 3-year relationship and don't know if it was the right move. What could you say? Yes, it was the right move. You are moving towards a less chaotic and more peaceful time. Dark times are over. Congratulations, you have just completed week 2. If you are visiting from YouTube, you can check out my Skool page. There is lots of different resources there for you. If you are joining me from Skool, please check out the flashcards and the notes and the slide resources and the quizzes. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you.